Sir Kolisi, thank you so much for your time. You grew up in the impoverished township of Zwide in Port Elizabeth. When you look at your life there and look at your life as Sir Kolisi, DHL Stormers, DHL Western Province, Springboks, how fundamentally have you changed?
It's a huge difference. Because when I was younger, I didn't have big dreams. I couldn't dream big because people I used to look up to didn't have that much, So you have a limited vision, basically. So when I got my bursary to go to Grey, and when I started going to a school that has more in there, more sports, more everything, I started dreaming big, and then from then on, I just told myself there's nothing that can stop me. It's all in my hands now. I've got the right equipment. And I worked my way into Grey, making the first team, making the EP, the Eastern Province team, and then all the way by making the DHL Stormers team, which was obviously the greatest feeling ever because I've always looked up to the guys. I used to watch Skalk, I met Skalk when I was in grade 8. He gave me a signature when they came through with the Springbok pass. And I still got that picture now, and then playing with him was just an incredible achievement.
At what stage of your life did you realize that rugby as a career was a possibility for you?
When I was 15, I started being lazy with my schoolwork because I was just wanted to play rugby. And I remember when I got to matric, we were writing a 3-hour exam. And I didn't like accounting. And I was sleeping during the exam. The teacher asked what I do. I said, "Don't worry, say I will make it in rugby one day." And that teacher, when I played my first Springbok game, he gave me a call to say, "I'm glad you stuck to your word."
Tell me about coming from the Eastern Cape to Western Province to play your rugby. Was it a big cultural shift for you? Was it a difficult time in terms of adapting, changing to this environment?
Oh no, I fitted in perfectly because I stayed here in Stellenbosch, and I had met the guys that I was playing with, the Frans Maleben, the Zamkars, even Etzebeth, at the Springboks and the SA under 18, and they made me feel welcome, and I welcomed them, and I'm really easy to get along with it. And then when I got to Cape Town, I just knew I couldn't get sidetracked because there's so much happening here compared to the Eastern Province. So all I had to do is just work and make sure I know what I'm here to do. Yeah, and the guys helped me a lot, to get used to Cape Town.
I'm sure that the moment you know that you're going to represent your franchise at a senior level is a big moment. Can you remember taking the call, the person who said to you, "Sia, you starting on Saturday"?
Yeah, Coach Alistair. I actually didn't start. I was on the bench. I just couldn't believe it because we have so many good loose forwards that time. And I got the call, and I just couldn't believe. I called my people at home, told everyone, "Guys, you must watch. I'm going to play on Saturday. I'll probably get 5 or 10 minutes because I'm on the bench." And I got actually on the field the first 12 minutes. Unfortunately, Skal got injured. And, I felt bad, but at the same time, this is my opportunity. I gotta use this opportunity. So, yeah, it was a great feeling.
You replaced Skulk?
Yes, I replaced
the man who gave you his autograph when you were...
Yes, when I was in grade 8.
And you in grade 8?
Yeah. It was tough. It was mixed emotion because he got hurt. And that injury obviously led him to all the other things that took him back. So it wasn't a great, but at the same time I had to focus on just trying to enjoy the opportunity and and take the full opportunity.
When I look at your Springbok record, you've got a pretty good win ratio, haven't you? 80% win ratio.
Yeah.
Tell me about playing for the Springboks. How much of a step up is that compared to playing for the Stormers or playing for Western Province?
It's huge because you're playing international, same as playing for Stormers, but now you're playing against the best in the world, like the best in that country, the best in Super Rugby, basically. And it's just guys that they're very professional. They give their best. They do their extra work. So it's hectic. It's tough, but at the same time, I'm playing with the best players in the world in my team. So it gives me confidence to be playing. I played my first game in Bobela Stadium, and I had Eben with me, my friends. I had Brian with me, that I played with the Stormers. John was my captain that day. And the coach simply told me, just go enjoy yourself.
And you did. Didn't you win man of the match?
Yes,
Scored a try.
I didn't score a try. I fell close to the line, but I got man of the match, but I still haven't got a try for the Springbok team.
I'm told that your Springbok debut passes in the blink of an eye. It's the fastest game you've ever played.
It was very quick, yeah. I wanted to be everywhere all the time, so I tried to do as much as I can. And to be quite honest, I didn't get tired in that game because I had so much adrenaline pumping. And my dad was there to watch me for the first time. He's never seen me play live, and it was his first game that he's ever watched me, so which was special.
How have you felt you have changed? Obviously, you're a very different person to the youngster in Zwide, but playing professional rugby from the start of your career with DHL Stormers in Western Province to now, physically, are you bigger? Are you faster?
Yeah, I would say physically I am bigger. I care about my body more now, since I didn't do as much when I was younger. And I know how to, when I'm feeling niggles, I can look after myself. I know I must go ice, you just, the older you get, the more you learn. I'm still young, but now I'm sort of a senior player because I've played so many games for the DHL Stormers. So you get to know your body, and obviously off the field, I'm different. I've got a kid now. I've got my brother and sister living with me in the house. I got engaged, and I can't. It's not only about me anymore. It's about my family. So I got to look after myself, and I got to set a good example for my brother and sister, and my little son Nick, and yeah, I'd be a good family man to my brother and sister. Can look after me.
Tell me how Nick's changed your life. What is he, about 2 years old now?
He's 16 months. He's 16 months. He has, at the beginning, you can never be ready for a child because I've never had one before. And it was tough. It was tough waking up and when my fiance was pregnant, they normally say women get cravings. I actually got the cravings. She used to wake up and...
Yeah, I use that excuse as well. Yeah, I know that one.
Make me think but when now Nick, whenever I'm having a bad day, I've got something to look up, to go see my family and little Nick, and I love just watching him grow up the way he is. He's becoming a good man, and I want to set a very good example for him.
It's an interesting story as well about your brother and sister. They're much younger than you, aren't they? Yeah. And you found that they were living in impoverished circumstances back in Port Elizabeth.
Yes, actually I saw them for the last time when our mom passed, and my sister was crawling then. She was basically a couple of months. My brother was in my old school in the township. And at the funeral, the last time I saw them, then I tried to find out where they were. They were staying with their dad. Their dad passed away. Then they went to their dad's family. Then they got sent into foster parent. And then they stayed there. They weren't treated well. So this one parent took them, and granny looked after them for 7 years. And I've been looking for them. And then I went to go play for the Springboks in PE. Didn't make the side. So I had my car in PE from Cape Town. It was driven down. So I was just driving around my township, and I saw one of my cousins, and he said, "See, I saw your brother and sister." And I told him immediately, "Please show me where they are." And then he walked in, and I knew my sister wouldn't know who I am, but my brother knew who I was. So when I walked in, I've never been so scared in my life because I didn't know how my sister was going to react, and I didn't know how my brother was going to react. And I walked in, but I could feel the chemistry between me and my sister. And I remember she was standing against the corner just looking at me. And she came, she touched my face and gave me a hug. And I honestly almost started crying that day. And since then I said I must take them in. So I took them in. Now I'm trying to get full guardianship. They're staying at my house. They go to school across the streets because I really want them to get the same opportunities that I kind of got. I want them to have a fair opportunity so that they don't have excuses when they grow up. The same as me, I got an opportunity and I try to use it as much as I can. And I believe they deserve a chance as well.
Well, you're a fantastic role model for so many youngsters who've come from hard circumstances. I have no doubt that your own brother and sister will learn a lot from you. Do you feel there's a pressure on you to be that role model for so many youngsters?
But to be honest, there is pressure. But I don't like seeing it as pressure. I just see it as a challenge, a responsibility, basically. And I love it, to be quite honest, because it makes me a better person at the end of the day. It makes my life easier. Everyone knows what's good and what's not good. And I want my brother to become like that as well when his own family. I want him to see the good things, stuff that we didn't experience when we were younger. So now that's what I'm trying to create. my own family, proper good family, married, wife and husband and kids going under. That's what I want him to look up to, you know.
We'll see you with the Bright Rock logo on your jersey for 2016. I wish you a fabulous, injury-free and successful 2016. And thank you so much for chatting to us.